Hello, and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Games and Hobbies. This is episode number 9. I'm your host, CJ Harris, and I'm joined by Cole Feeser.
Hello.
And Mark Hall.
He didn't fall? Inconceivable!
Okay, I get that reference. I
Oh,
watched
yeah.
it finally.
Yeah, you watched it
I watched
finally.
it
That's
over Gen Con. We have a great show for you today. Today we are doing our top 10 games of 2025. Now, a little caveat. We were very busy this year. Me and Mark in particular. Cole was also very busy, but Cole's life is literally to play games. So while me and Mark's games may have one or two games that technically came out in other years, they were new to us this year. So therefore they count.
That's right. That's right. You guys, you ever look at, now this is going to sound bad, okay?
Oh, no.
Let's just start it out with that. But you ever look at your dog or your cat? They're just sitting there lounging all day long.
Oh my
They're
God.
just living the life, and you're like, to be so lucky.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I look at Cole. It's like, to be so lucky.
The cat
Play
sitting
board
on the
games.
chair, just
That's right.
asleep, sunbathing. It's
Yeah.
like, man, I wish I had your life.
That's right.
That's Cole's life. Cole has everything we want.
Cole is the Let's Play
No.
cat.
That is distinctly not true.
Well, before we get into the list, we need to talk about the things that are happening this week at Let's Play. So it is the third week in December. Oh my God, December's almost already over. The year is almost
The
already
year
over.
is almost over. Wow, serious.
So today, won't really matter that I'm saying it now, but today we're going to the Sign of the Horse after this.
Yes.
By the time you see this, we'll have already done it. But that is every third Tuesday of every month.
Yes.
So
That's right. Come out for some delicious food, good drinks, and fun games.
fun games. Wednesday, we are, same thing as always, open war gaming. Crokinole. Crokinole is a great game. Please come and play it. Thursday, Star Wars Unlimited weekly play. As always, we have a great turnout, and we've been getting some new faces. That's very, very exciting. Also, Leah's Kids Game Club. That's happening this week. It's one of those Thursdays. That's at 5 p.m. So if you have some kids that want to play some games, bring them out. Friday is board game night at 6 p.m. Man, board game night has been taken off.
On fire.
I'm thinking it may be the weather. I'm hoping it's because you guys like us and want to play games, but I think the weather has a lot to do with it. But I'm going to go with that you guys like us and want to play games with us.
Some of them
God.
definitely like us.
Like last Saturday, we had 13 people for Blood on the Clock Tower.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Man. Cole did a great job. He played it was a new scenario for you, right? It was the first time running that one?
Yes.
You did great. Jimmy is a lunatic.
Yes.
This Saturday, the 20th, is our monthly Warhammer 40k 2,000 point tournament. That starts at 10 a.m. Do we have, spots open? Is that already full?
That's a great question for you to ask.
Okay, so give us a great answer.
No, I wish I had a great answer. We still have spots available.
Okay.
Yes.
So
That's what I'm going to say. That's my story.
you can message us, tell us you're coming. That helps out a lot, actually.
It does.
Or just show up and we will do our very
Fingers
best.
Try to message us.
Yes.
You know what? There is a fantastic program called, oh God, it's evading me.
Discord?
No, not Discord.
Oh.
I mean, that is a
as well.
fantastic program.
It's Best Coast Pairing.
Yes, Best Coast Pairing. So I think for January, we're actually going to list it, create the event in advance, and be a little bit more prepared.
Okay.
Admittedly, I have never felt a month go by as quickly as the last 12 months have gone by.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it was a year ago we were eating at Chili's, having a good time, and now we're not eating at Chili's.
No.
But we're eating Sign of the Horse and still having a good time. That's right.
All right, and then this Sunday is Pokemon League, as always, at 12 p.m.
Yeah.
Like I keep saying, it's mostly kids, very casual. Don't have to worry about someone coming in there and destroying you with their super meta deck. Just come and have fun, trade cards. We also have Star Wars Twin Suns. There's a Twin Suns League going. So if you don't know what Twin Suns is, it is the Commander format of Star Wars Unlimited, multiplayer format. I played a game last Sunday. A lot of fun. You guys should come and join the league. And
That's at 2 o'clock?
2 o'clock, yes.
Okay.
And then also at 2 o'clock is our MTG Avatar Commander Party. Now this is the one where we're giving out the Grand promo.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're looking to get that promo, just show up. It's free. We're not going to charge you. Just come play some casual Commander, get a cool promo, and meet some cool people.
That's right.
All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I think you missed an important detail for all our viewers. This weekend is the last weekend before Christmas, so if you haven't gotten your gifts yet, now's the time to do it.
That's why we have Gold Rail.
Right.
I'm not going to say that we're going to have any sort of sale because of it, but it is the last weekend
You
regardless. So
definitely
get
don't
out.
say that.
Well, maybe if I say it, it'll happen.
Maybe.
Maybe I can will it into existence.
You have a lot of power here.
I mean, you're here if you're here or we're not here. What can we do about it? We can just.
Oh, he won't do that because he knows I check the report.
Yeah, and if I push one wrong button, I'm getting a phone call, and
Wrong.
Hardly.
No, that's not an exaggeration.
That's not quite.
that's not an exaggeration, sir.
All right, so here we are, our top 10 games of 2025. Now, we are a little pressed for time, so we are going to try our best to keep it not super brief, but spend a couple minutes on each game, just to kind of give our thoughts of why we like the game and why it's on our list. Not so much everything we can mention about it.
We'll do our best. Worst case scenario, it'll be me who just ducks out of the lure. And then you guys meet me there.
Okay. All right. Who would like to go first? Do we want to go this way, like we've always done?
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right.
Well, I'm going to make a small prediction before we get started.
Oh, do we want to predict?
Oh, sure.
I'm going to predict that you two are going to cross over somewhat, and neither of you is going to cross over with me.
I know for a fact I'm going to cross over with you.
I think there
You think?
might be a
Yeah.
game on my list that is also on your list.
Yeah.
I'd be
At
surprised.
least one.
Yeah.
I'd be
Actually,
surprised.
I think only one. There's
I-
only a chance of one.
I think one. Yes. Maybe two.
I don't know if Mark and I are across too much. I
think
know
we'll cross a
one
couple.
we will for sure.
Couple,
Two
Yeah.
we will for sure.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Games and Hobbies. This is take 2 of episode 9. I forgot to press record on the sound. That's my fault. So we are skipping the event calendar. If you want to know what's going on this week, look at our event calendar. Look at Facebook. I apologize. Today is our top 10 board games of 2025. One thing I mentioned was that these may not be games that came out in 2025 because that was a cool thing. That was a cool little thing that we did.
What's
And
that?
when we talked about how Cole, is like a cat and like has a great life, and we wish we
Oh,
were
you're
him.
talking about it now.
That's
Yeah,
right.
but it's like I feel
Cole's
like the
the
most
last
hacks
cat.
have done it.
Yeah. Well, you could probably dig up the recording.
Maybe I'll
there
put the
and
beginning
put it
of this at
end.
the
I mean,
end.
Yeah.
you want to sit there and idolize the life that I have, but it's not all.
I'm just talking
roses
about
and
your
sunshine.
times in the store.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I
the
mean,
last story. You
really.
look pretty happy
Yeah.
normally. I used to see you smiling when you're not looking at me. I capture the cold smile when he looks away.
Anyway,
things
so we're
are
just
gonna
going to
be
jump right into our top 10 list.
Jumping.
Well,
What?
I was just gonna point out again, since it's the
Oh,
second time, that
okay.
this weekend is the last weekend before Christmas. So if you haven't done your Christmas shopping yet, now's the perfect time to do it. We've got plenty of great games for those in your life that love to play board games, and even if they don't, we got great stocking stuffers for those you want to take a chance on.
Right now, we are beautifully stocked, so you're not going to run into issues where you run to Walmart and the end cap's empty or something. We got a ton of stuff, and we can even help you pick out good games for your family.
All right.
All right, number
Top
10.
Number 10.
Number 10. All right, my number 10 is a game called Etherstone. I don't think it's officially released yet. In fact, Cole got Kickstarter copies. I got to play it. It's awesome. Of course, he has all the bells and whistles. I don't think we're going to have that, but we'll still have the base game, the crux of the game. And
Is accurate.
I think it's still a great game, even without all those awesome side bits.
Yeah.
So I'm
It looks
looking
cool.
forward to playing that. I'm going to let Cole talk about it because it's going to be on his top 10. I feel it. And if he doesn't, I'll revisit it in another video.
Yeah. Before I jump into my top 10, in the first take of this, I had predicted that these two would cross over and that they probably wouldn't cross over with me. Well, we'll see how that goes.
It happened
Yeah.
immediately.
He was adamant.
Well, I play a lot more games. What do you want from me?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Anyways, my number 10. If you pay any attention to some of the stuff that I do throughout the year, number 10 on my list was actually my number 9 most anticipated for the year when I recorded that video all the way back in the beginning of the year, long before we ever thought of doing a podcast. But anyways, number 10 on my list is a game called Scarbray by Garfield Games. It is this great game all about managing resources and the waste that you produce through gathering and using those resources. And it's just this great like there's these cards out there. You draft a card that'll get you something, and then you have workers, and you'll use those workers to perform various actions, which is just a way of spending your resources in different manners, and you're just trying to figure out the best way to do it all and minimize the waste that you produce. And it's just this fantastic little puzzle that I very much enjoy, and it scales great with every player count. So yeah, that's my number 10.
That's a really good one. I played that with him when he got it.
You have played it? I haven't played it yet.
It's a really good one.
Okay.
All right, my number 10 is a little trick-taking game called Pinatas by Reiner Knizia. This one is really cool. It's got a very cool mechanic where you are trying to win tricks in a certain order, not necessarily as fast as you can or as slow as you can. You want, because your points are based on how many tricks your opponents have won. So if you win all your tricks, there's a point where you win tricks and you go out, where you're done for the round. So if you win all your tricks to where you go out, and your opponents have only won one each, you're only getting 3 points, and they've got at least 3 points from you because you won your 3 tricks. So you want to wait until your opponents have won a certain amount of tricks before you really go for it and try to win those tricks. But then there's a couple cards that let your opponents win 2 tricks like in a row, like simultaneously. So you can't even count on that. It's really fast, really clever little trick-taking game, and I have really enjoyed trick-taking games this year. So that is my number 10.
I feel like there have been a fantastic amount of trick-taking games this year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Like,
There's several on my
something
list
has
actually.
changed, yeah. It's wild. All right. My number 9 is River Valley Glassworks. I got to play it earlier this year. I don't know, Cole, did it come out this year?
No,
Was
I
it
think it came. I
2024?
think it was last year
Okay.
that came out.
Got to play it, and it's just really a neat game where there's different, I guess they're kind of stones or gems or I guess glass maybe, different
Yes.
glass particles. River
Yeah,
Valley Glassworks,
pieces
right?
of glass.
Pieces of glass. All right, I haven't cut myself on any of the pieces yet. And so you're looking to get different combinations. You want to try to get different colors, but you also want to try to get multiple of the same color. And then depending on how you do it on your board, you get varying points. I think it's just really neat. Every game I played has been very different. And I think I like it. It's a very simple game, not overly complicated, but every game is going to be different depending on how the pieces come out and how your opponents are taking their glass pieces. Really, really neat game. There's a basic version that we carry in store. There's also a deluxe version that would surprise no one to learn here that Cole has that, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful game. Yeah. So that's my number 9.
Nice.
All right. For my number 9, this is probably one of the few games on my list that actually might cross over with you two. This is also a game that didn't strictly come out this year, but the edition of the game that I put on this list did come out this year, and that's got to be Ready, Set, Bet, the High Roller edition. And if you're to ask me, this is an experience that I think everyone should have at least once in their life. This is a fantastic game. It's all about horse racing and betting on those horses, and it's all happening in real time. And if you're doing it right, you've got somebody calling the shots. Otherwise, you're just using an app and it's rolling the dice for you, and it's a whole thing. And it's like, but nah, I think this is a very well-produced edition. It is fantastic. The neoprene mats that you're playing on are phenomenal. The poker chips, incredible. But even without all that, the gameplay is still fantastic. And it's if people are really into it, it's a great time because they're rooting for like the 6 horse to be the first one to cross the finish line, but then the 11 horse is coming up the side and it's crazy and you think it could never happen, but then it does, and everyone that bet on the 6 gets nothing because the 11 won, and it's insane. And that's Ready, Set, Bet, the High Roller edition.
That is a fantastic one. It is a sight to see Cole run that game.
Oh yeah, agreed.
All right, my number 9 is Deep Regrets. I don't know if you guys even know about this one.
No, I
I'm
don't
sure
know about
Cole
this
knows about it.
Have
you played it?
I almost had the opportunity to play test it 1 or 2 times. Good Games Publishing was contemplating picking it up, but for one reason or another, it didn't quite work out that way. But
Probably the art style. Maybe
no,
deterred them a little bit.
no, it actually didn't.
Really?
Yeah,
It is a funky art style. It's not
Yeah.
for everybody.
agreed.
But Deep Regrets is a fishing game. It's a push your luck fishing game where you will take your boat down to different depths of the ocean to try to fish out different types of regular fish, monstrous fish, horrors of the sea, treasures, all kinds of stuff. But you have to be careful about how far you go, how deep you go, and how much you fish because you will obviously grab regrets, and regrets are worth negative points towards the end. Then you can go back to shore and you can sell your stuff to upgrade your fishing gear. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of very cool components. Super eco-friendly game. I think there's 0 plastic in the game.
Okay.
They really tap that out. They actually ship it to you in like newspaper wrapped, like they do like fish. So it's a really cool game.
Yeah, you'll have to bring it in sometime.
Yeah.
It's the first time I feel like you've mentioned it.
I played it early on this year, and then I got the Shallow Regrets from PAX that Cole picked up for me.
Gotcha. All right, that was number 9. So we are on to number 8. My number 8 is Butterfly Garden.
Of course.
Yep, it
Well,
was
surprised
going to
it's
make
so
the
low.
list. It's gonna make the
Yeah.
list.
As much as he talks about it, I'm a little surprised it isn't higher. But go on.
I enjoy Butterfly Garden. It's Reiner Knizia. It's
We should make a bet. How many games of these 30 games are going to be Reiner Knizia?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, ridiculous amount, right? I haven't played was it Ecor and
Played that last night.
yeah, no, I saw your video.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just all over the place. It's unreal. But Butterfly Garden is very simple to learn. I can teach it in 5 minutes, and everybody just picks up on it. I love getting into the table. I think the components are beautiful. That's one where they did use plastic. I mean, it's gonna happen.
It's okay. I mean,
Yeah, that's some games are gonna happen. The butterflies are beautiful, and you're basically putting down hexes on the map, and a butterfly is gonna follow a path on that hex, and every hex has 3 different paths. It's just really neat to move the butterflies on the board and try to navigate them to your garden on the outskirts of the board.
Yeah.
And then there's those risks where you take and a butterfly might hit another butterfly and they just fly away. So I played it with Cole and Ben 1 or 2 times in addition to my other plays, and I feel like we were a little bit meaner to each other. And I had a lot of fun playing that way with the guys. So I think I'd like to really do a 4-player game where we're all really mean to each other and see if we can prevent any butterflies from making it anywhere. But
That sounds like a great idea.
I know. I think we should film that. It would be a great film. So that's my number 8.
So for my number 8, this would be a 2nd edition of a game. At the beginning of the year, I had no idea it was coming out. Otherwise, it probably would have made my most anticipated. But very early on in the year, I was made aware that this would exist, and I was given the opportunity to play test it, and I did. And after that, I was very excited for this to physically release, and I very much enjoyed the 1st edition of this game. I thought it was great. It did have its flaws, but the 2nd edition absolutely resolves all those issues, and that's got to be Park's 2nd edition. Yeah, I think Keymaster Games did a fantastic job with it. No, it doesn't have the same artwork that you loved about the 1st edition, but the artwork in the 2nd edition is just equally as great, and I'm okay with that. Because I think they were faced with a choice that they either just abandon the game altogether and no longer make it, or they give it all new artwork and polish it up and re-release it, and I was okay with them doing that. I think it's a great game. I think everyone should give it a try. I think it's a great Gateway Plus game. It's like a next step after you've played things like Ticket to Ride and Carcassonne and Catan and things like that. This is like a good next step to introduce you to more of what the hobby has to offer without absolutely overwhelming you at the same time. And it's just this very relaxing game. You've got 2 hikers, you've got a trail, you take 1 hiker, you move it some amount of space down the trail, you get some amount of resources that you can later use to go visit parks, and you get points when you visit parks, and whoever gets the most points at the end wins the game. It's fantastic.
Was there a dispute over the artwork, but they couldn't use the
I did
original?
hear a customer come in once say, I wish you had the 1st edition. I really like the artwork on that one better.
Well, what I'm saying, when they did the 2nd edition, were they not allowed to use the
I
art
think
over
I think there was
licensing?
issues with the rights or something that they
Okay.
no longer had the license to use the original artwork because it's
Okay.
based on artwork from a group called 59 Parks that they basically would make travel posters, if you will. That,
Okay.
they made artwork in the style of 1950s travel posters, if you will, for all the national parks, and for whatever reason they just no longer had the rights to use that artwork, so
Okay.
they would have either had to, like I said, abandon the game or make new artwork, and they did, and it was great.
Yeah. No, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Very cool. All right, my number 8 is another trick-taking game called Torchlit. This is a very cool trick-taking / dungeon crawling game. Man, they just keep combining trick-taking with other awesome mechanics. This one's very cool. At the beginning of the game, you will take one card from your hand as your bid. You'll put it face down. That's how many tricks you believe that you'll win or how far into the dungeon you believe you'll make. But you're not locked into that. Once you get down to 2 cards left in your hand, or 1 card left in your hand, and the other one being the face down card, you can pick it up, and then now you have 2 options of where you believe you'll end up. So you can really change your strategy up, or maybe fix some wrongs that were done. Maybe someone really made you lose some tricks you thought you were going to win, and now you've kind of ended up in a place where the other card in your hand is going to help you out. I really, really enjoyed that one a lot. I want to play that one a lot more. I like when they combined really cool game mechanics like that.
Yeah.
So that is Torchlit. Says it came out in 2024.
Interesting.
But
I don't think we can find it anywhere.
I mean,
We'll have to
I'm
look.
looking at the artwork, and it's very different from the version that I have. So I guess this was.
Yeah,
so
so
reprinting.
the fun thing about what you have there is last year at PAX Unplugged, they did their indie games night market there just as much as they did it this year. But last year, the game Torchlit was one of the feature games at that indie games night market, and it looks like the version you're looking at now.
Okay.
The thing was, it was just like a small game, and someone at All Play picked up a copy of the game and like, wow, this is great. We want to be a publisher for this, and so they worked with the designer and made it into the edition that you have now,
Yeah.
which is nice because not every game that gets featured at the Indie Games Night Market ends up that way. It's just here was your only opportunity to get it. That's it. But sometimes a game's so good that a publisher's like, oh man, let's make this into a bigger thing.
See, must have been a good one then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right.
All right, number 7 for me is Vantage.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's low.
it's low.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know. I've only played it a couple times. I think you played solo. Probably as many times as I played or more even. I really enjoyed this one.
Yeah.
I think, matter of fact, the second time I played it, I was really just a dungeon master reading the cards, so I
Yeah.
wasn't even necessarily playing. So the experience I had was still great. I think I'd love to get it back to the table. And basically, so for everybody out there, you're kind of like revealing cards and going on this kind of storytelling journey. I don't know. I'm sure there's more to it than that because there's different things that can happen. You have to make decision points. It's kind of like what are those books that we had back in the 90s, right?
Choose Your Own
Before you-
Adventure.
Yeah, choose your own adventure books, right?
Yeah, back in the 90s. I
Yeah,
was there.
exactly. That's right. So
Some of us can relate to
Yeah,
that.
I was there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
66% here. So I really enjoy it. I'd love to see more of the cards to really, get that to the table and play more. So
Yeah, there's only 950 some of them.
yeah,
So
that's just a few games we get through all that. Yeah, so that's my number 7.
Yeah, so for my number 7, I'm always a sucker for a good 2-player game, and I've played a fair amount of the 2-player games this year, but I think this is one that stood out amongst all the others as being really good for me. This was one that I picked up at Gen Con on a bit of a whim. Like, at least I should say I went there. I was contemplating picking it up, and then they gave me a brief overview of it while I was there, and I was like, "Yep, I think you sold me." My number 7 has to be Pillars of Fate by Ivy Studio. It's to me this is it's a really great 2-player lane battler. You've got a deck of cards, and you've got like some divine cards that like change the gameplay up every time. That is like you get 3, you keep 1, pass the other to your neighbors. So like your opponents, so you kind of know what they're going to be able to do, but you don't know everything they're going to be able to do. And then, like you said, it's played out over 3 ages, and each age you got the 3 lanes, and you can always play a card face down in each lane to kind of like mess with your opponent, like make them guess what are you doing, but then they can do the very same thing. So then you're left there wondering, are they trying to win this lane or not? And you may not always want to win every lane because it can be positive or negative depending how things play out. And yeah, it's really great. And you can do great in one age, but then in the very next age, you just crap out and get nothing. And yeah, it's great. I love it.
yeah, it's a fantastic one. Same artist as Torchlit.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, my number 7 is Tacta.
Oh,
Yeah, Tacta is a really cool game where everybody is going to have their own deck of cards, their own deck of colored cards, and all you do is you rotate your card and place it on top of another player's card. The trick is that you have to match one of the shapes on their card, and you're just trying to cover up their dots while keeping your dots visible. And you do that until everybody's run out of cards, and then you just count up how many dots are visible. It's very quick, very easy. But there can be a lot of strategy to it. How you're going to rotate your card to block the 4 dots so that nobody else can put their card to block your 4 dots, and then you block someone else's 4 dots. It gets chaotic. I would love to play a full. I think it goes up to 10 with the promo
No,
expansion.
I think it's only 8.
Is it 8? There's
Yeah.
6 and then the 2, so it's
Yeah.
8. But I'd like to play with 8 people. You'd have to use the floor at that point, I think, for the board to fit it.
Or
But
something like this.
I don't even
Table
think this is
here.
big enough.
Yeah,
Depends on how you rotate your cards, I guess.
I
But,
guess.
yeah, Tacta, I think, is a great abstract little game.
Cool. All right, number 6 for me was The Hobbit, There and Back Again, a roll and write adventure.
I finally played
Yeah.
another chapter the other night.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. How was it?
It was good.
It's good?
It just gets better
Oh,
and better.
man. Well, we got to get back to the table. As far as roll and writes, I've only played a couple of them.
Another Reiner Knizia. Three.
Yeah, I know. Gosh, yeah. Right? It's absurd. It's a lot of fun. I enjoyed, obviously, the rolling component. I think there's different missions that you can walk through for kind of following the Hobbit journey. I've only played the first one a couple times, but I've had a great time every time I've played it. It's been unique every time I've played it, and I just want to get back to the table for sure. So it's just kind of think about your roll and write. It is you're rolling dice, and then you're marking on your board. But there's a lot of different ways to get points, and it's going to be different every time. So
Yeah.
really neat.
It's a really good one.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, so my number 6 was actually my number 10 on my most anticipated list for this year. My number 6 was one that I had already played before this year, but I knew it wouldn't get physically released until this year, and I was very much excited for my friend groups to get it because I knew that I absolutely loved this, and I wanted them to be able to enjoy it too. And so for me, my number 6 had to be the Abundance expansion for Earth. And to me, this is like one of the best expansions you can have for a game. I mean, it's like right up there with Prelude for Terraforming Mars. It's like that level of essential. It's that good. The germination action that gets added into the game is just so fantastic because otherwise you're just drawing blind from the deck and hoping you get the cards you need. Whereas with the new Germinate action, if you got the seeds for it, you can go digging for the things that you need, and hopefully you get a card that is suitable enough for whatever you're trying to do. And it's fantastic, and I couldn't imagine myself ever playing the game without this expansion. It's just that good.
Yeah, I think it's important to note that when Cole plays this expansion, he ends up getting like 1,000 seeds somehow, some way. Yeah.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, definitely.
Still haven't played Earth.
Oh,
You are missing out.
You're missing
I
out.
know.
buddy.
You guys keep telling me that.
Yeah,
Next time you bring it, I'll play it.
that sounds good.
All right, what is number 6? My
6.
number 6 is another trick-taking game.
Oh gosh.
Specifically, the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring,
yeah,
the trick-taking game. What a mouthful! God, this was awesome. This was one of the first games we got in when we bought the store.
Yeah.
God, this is so much fun. We finally finished it just in time for the second one, the Two Towers. This is very cool. You'll run through the story of the Fellowship of the Ring. You'll run through each chapter, doing different objectives. Every character has their own thing that they need to accomplish. Like Frodo needs to win a certain amount of rings based on player counts. Maybe someone has to win a certain mountain card. Someone has to win a certain forest card. Someone has to win 0 tricks. They introduced the whole entire suit later on in the game that trumped everything, and then they took it away. It got really crazy. A lot of fun with this one. Plenty of chapters. I really enjoyed it. I think this is one of the first trick-taking games I played.
I think it was the first trick-taking game I played.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really good. I can't wait for
this
the
year has been on fire. Like I
to play
said, with
the
trick-taking.
second one all the way through and get
Yeah.
to the third one too.
Sounds good. All right, that was number 6, right? So we are on number 5.
Top 5.
Top 5. For me, it's 12 Rivers.
Really?
I really enjoy that game. There's something I love, and it's just me. All right, I guess, because I come from the 90s when games, they had
I remember the 90s.
Do you remember there was that game Forbidden Bridge where you push the idol's head and it would shake and the bridge would just go back and forth. You remember that?
Yeah,
Those?
I
They had awesome streamlined games back then, right? There was a bunch more. But this just kind of reminds me of that because there's a 3D element where you are putting marbles behind a little barrier and then you pick up the barrier and the marbles fall down the rivers. And there's, of course, 12 rivers, right? Really neat concept. You have an alpaca in front of you. What's not to like? I mean, there's an alpaca, there's marbles, 3D component. I mean, come on.
Just anime characters.
Yeah, that's right. They're anime characters, right? And so the goal is to kind of fill up these little boards that have different combination of marbles on them. So you get the marbles from the rivers, you put it on your alpaca, and then at the end of the round, you make the decision: where am I going to put my marbles on my people? And different people have different victory points, and so some maybe if you've put 5 marbles maybe that are different colors on one guy, you'll get 8 victory points versus one guy might have if you have the most blue marbles, you'll get 8 victory points or 4 victory points or whatever it is, and so there's different way to get victory points. And at any point in time, you can place tiles on kind of the river track, and then your opponent can place a tile higher up and then kind of take away the marble that you want. And so you're putting little, essentially blocks in the board to block the marbles, and then you pick a marble that's there. So really, really neat game. I've really enjoyed the plays. So,
Nice.
yeah, that's my number 5.
So my number 5 is going to be a sequel to a game that came out last year. It also doubles as an expansion. And admittedly, I didn't find out that this was going to exist until after I recorded my top 10 for this year. Had I known this was coming this year, this absolutely would have been on my top 10 most anticipated for the year. But my number 5 for me has to be Formaggio. It is the sequel to Fromage, which you can play it standalone or you can mix and match it with Fromage and play it as an expansion. But it is just this fantastic worker placement game all about making cheese. You've got this wheel, if you will, that's broken up into 4 quadrants, and each turn a quadrant is in front of you, and you can make a cheese in that quadrant if you've got the workers available, or you can gather resources or whatever, and it's fantastic.
That's Formaggio
Yes, that is Italian for cheese.
versus Fromage.
Fromage is French for cheese.
Good golly, they look so similar.
next?
It looks so similar,
I
though. I don't
mean-
know.
Name another region famous for cheese. That's probably your best bet.
American.
I mean, you joke, but I
It's
mean,
gonna
like,
be called cheese. That's the next game.
It's cheese. I love it.
I mean, that's probably what they would call it if they're being consistent. But I mean, we've got regions in America known for cheese, like Wisconsin.
Yeah.
It's not
Wisconsin cheese.
unreasonable. I
Yeah,
don't know if it'll be the next place they go to, but
that's right. Maybe
Yeah.
instead of Ticket to Ride Paris, it's cheese Wisconsin.
Cheese, Wisconsin. All right, my number 5. Hey, this made the top 1,000.
Oh, snap.
Hot Streak.
Oh,
Hot Streak is probably the coolest party game I've ever played. It is similar to Ready Set Bet in that it is a betting game over a race. So you'll have these 4 mascot characters who are going on a race, and there are cards in a deck that determine what they do. So they could be moving some spaces forward. They could be moving forward and then shifting to the right, shifting to the left. They could be moving backwards. They could be falling down. They could turn around. Then there are cards that move everybody at once. And depending on player count, you're going to have a certain amount of cards in the deck that will determine what the race is going to look like. But everybody has 3 cards in their hand. So after you take your turn, which your turn is just to take a bet. So you're going to bet on one of the 4 races or a certain side bet. Just say yes or no, you think that's going to happen. So once everybody has taken their bets, everybody will put in one of their cards in their hand in secretly. So you can influence the race in cool ways. So if you see that like Mark bet really highly on Hurley to win, he's like, Hurley's going to go in, all in. But in my hand, I have a card that says Hurley falls down or Hurley turns around. I could throw that in, and now, the race we just played Sunday,
man.
everybody, Gobbler had 7 cards in the deck. There's like 9 cards in the deck, and Gobbler had 7 of them or something like that. And someone put in a Gobbler turnaround card for some reason because they hate us.
Yeah.
So we flipped the card over. We all bet on Gobbler. Everybody's like, Gobbler's gonna win. We flip the first card. It says Gobbler turn around. The next card is Gobbler moves 3. So he runs completely off the track and he's disqualified. Fourth place,
Turn
all of
two.
our hopes
Yeah,
and
it was
dreams are
ridiculous.
crushed.
Yeah. You had the top prize. I had the second.
It was fantastic.
It
I
was-
was
It
all
is
for it.
fantastic because that's the kind of thing they can have it in the
Yeah,
game. It's so
yeah.
much fun. It's so
Well,
funny.
There were like there were 3 races, right? And every single one, Gobbler was just getting annihilated.
He had the most cards in the deck.
Man.
Mom had 1 card in the deck, and I think she won 2 of those races.
Oh, it was brutal.
Yeah, it was great.
Ridiculous.
It was
But God,
a
Hot
lot of
Streak
laughter.
is so much
Oh,
fun.
man.
We're gonna play it
Really.
tonight. So
Yep.
All right, that's my number 5.
Beautiful. All right, number 4. This game is killer.
Number 4. This game is killer. Frozen Heart Edition.
Yes. Yeah, that's the same one. Yep. Holy mackerel. What is there to say about this game is killer, except it is fantastic. I think it plays up to 10. There's 4 rooms that everybody's kind of lumped into. There's a pattern, so there's like 2 or 3 people in a room if in a 10-player game. And everybody's given 2 cards, one for movement, one for an action. And you might do your action first, which means you'll do your movement later on, but there's no guarantee that you can actually move because somebody might close down all the corridors. Somebody might get a card that says, shoot anybody who comes into your room, and there's only 4 rooms, right? So absolutely, I had a blast every single time I played this. I don't know why I don't own the game, actually. I need to pick it up myself.
I think one of the things I love most about the game is that it's not one round of someone's the horror. It changes every round.
Right.
So it's not like one game, someone's the horror, we can't trust that person at all. The very next round, that person is probably not the horror again. So there's no like grudges held against people where it's like, oh, you locked me in that room. I know you're the horror, you're the bad guy. I'm just going to go after you. It still happens because we still shoot cold.
Yeah, I mean, the grudges are absolutely held. They may be unjustified, but they are still very much held.
Well, you know what I mean. It's like every turn, it's different. It's not. You don't have to worry about that. But God, that game is so much fun. I think that we played that game more than any other game. If we would have kept track of our stats, that's probably number 1 played.
It's up there. I mean, Flip 7's pretty close too.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
All right, Cole, number 4.
Cole, number 4.
Yeah, so
This game is killer. No,
He would have come
not
out
on his list.
yeah. I think at this point it's worth mentioning that I tend to prefer more heavier games as opposed to like more of the lighter and party-ish games. It's not to say that I don't enjoy games like Flip 7 and this game is killer. They're fantastic games, but for me, I tend to prefer more of the heavier stuff. And so
It's more refined.
Yes,
taste.
more fun. When he drinks his water bottle, his pinky is up in the air.
not even close, but you go ahead and think that. But no, number 4 for me was actually number 6 on my most anticipated list for this year. Number 4 had to be all the South Tigris expansions for the South Tigris games by Garfield Games. If I had to pick one specifically, I would go with the Inventors expansion for Inventors of the South Tigris. But all of these were fantastic in the ways that they change up the 3 games, Wayfarers, Scholars, and Inventors of the South Tigris. They're all great in what they do. I love how they add to the game. But Inventors especially adds variable player powers, and it's so good. It takes an already great game and makes it even better, in my opinion. It's one of those that I don't think I would ever play without it. I think they're all great, and I'm always happy to get any game by Garfield Games to the table. But yeah,
Now I know why he said, "I'm not going to bring the games. You can just overlay them in the video." Because now I have to find all the expansions and then smush them together into the one that he talked about.
Good luck, buddy.
Well, we said my number 4. It was the same as Mark's number 4, so we'll go back to Mark for number 3.
All right, number
this is all of them.
3.
gotta put all the images on there.
All
for
right, what a guy.
I come prepared.
You look like
Cole's
a
prepared. I love it. Cole takes things very seriously, which is sometimes a detriment to the rest of us because we don't take anything seriously half the time.
Well, part of my thinking was a lot of the things on my list are big games, like the Ready Set Bet High Roller Edition. It's hard for me
And
to.
like number 1, that's a giant box.
Yeah, huge.
You looking at my list?
No, I wasn't looking, but I have a pretty good idea what it is.
That's fair, but yes, I mean they're big boxes, and plus we're going to Sign of the Horse later on to bring
right.
all of that here. Then I have to worry about how do I get all of what I just brought here home
right.
while also making sure I have enough things to take the Sign of the. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Number 3 for me was Hot Streak.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, it would not have been there if the weekend had not had happened.
Right.
But
Like
that
on the list
game,
at all?
Well, it would have been probably further
Okay.
down, right? Like it probably might have been 10 if we're lucky. Because I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
But over the weekend, we had probably 6 or 7 people playing.
Yeah.
And that
Oh, no. He did it. We can't escape. Oh, that's what I wanted to
You
tell
guys are jerks. Oh,
my
no.
I didn't even get it. Cole had to point it out to me.
Cole, stop it. You're such a child sometimes. A child cat person.
I'm Hello Kitty?
That's right. Hello, Kitty. All right. There was that game, 2 cards in, where was it Gobbler?
Yeah.
Gobbler gets a turnaround card right away, and then a 3 card right, and he's off the map. And it was a surefire. He literally had.
And what was so funny, you were
Like-
so excited, and then you looked down and said, "Oh my God, I bet on Gobbler."
That's right.
Because you saw that I bet on. You were so happy that I lost. You didn't realize that you lost too.
That's right. Oh my God, it was hilarious. Oh my gosh, that was such a great time, and I was still happy because he did.
Cole, what's your number 3?
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute his mic for a second.
Yeah, my number 3 is a game that actually is a crossover with one of y'all's games.
Oh snap!
Number 3 on my list was actually my 3rd most anticipated game for the year.
Man, you really called that list.
Oh gosh.
Continue.
At any rate, number 3 on my most anticipated, and as a result, my 3rd most enjoyed game of the year would have to be Etherstone by Thundergriff Games. Yeah, it's this. I want to describe it as like a blend between Res Arcana and Magic the Gathering in some regard. If you're doing it the standard way, I mean, they have like pre-made hands that you can use, but the real meat of the game comes in playing it the standard way, that everyone gets dealt 2 leaders, and then everyone gets dealt 7 cards, and you're going to do a draft of those 7 cards, and you're hopefully trying to build the best combo that you can, because then you'll take those 7 cards, that'll be your hand for the game, and you'll use those cards to find some way to win the game. Do you have a combination of cards that let you play them all very quickly? Because that's one way to end the game. Do you use them to do a lot of attacking against the threats that are out there in the middle of the board? Because that's another way to end the game. Or do you have ways that you can generate lots of points? Because that's a third way you can win. And it's just trying to find the right cards that synergize together in a way that you can do better than the synergies that your opponents have. And it's really great. And like, you have these life dials, and like, you don't want to lose life, but it's just, yeah, it's great. And the artwork is fantastic. If that hasn't been said enough, the artwork is just incredible. It's very alien, if not a little grim, maybe. It's very unique, I would say, and it's fantastic.
Well, yeah, I do want to try that one.
Yeah,
So
that's a
really
great
well.
one. Yeah,
That should
you're gonna like it a
happen.
lot.
All right, my number 3, The Lord of the Rings: Fate of the Fellowship. What
Is
a
my
game.
mic back on?
Yeah, your mic's back on.
Yeah. Oh, great. Yeah, that is
Once you
fantastic.
started breathing again, I turned it back on.
Okay.
Fate of the Fellowship is a pandemic-like, so it's made by Matt Leacock. God, it's fantastic game.
Fantastic.
The way that the powers work for all the different characters, unless you get stuck with Frodo and Sam and Gollum as your 2 characters, and you're just kind of doing nothing the whole game. If those are your 2 characters, just mulligan, pick somebody else.
That was great.
I think those characters would have been great with any other partner, but those 2 together, I'm just gonna walk here now. I'm gonna walk here now. And even with that, I still enjoyed the game so much because of what everybody else was doing and the story that was unfolding before me.
Yeah.
It was very, very cool, man. This game I want to play a lot more.
Yeah.
And God, the components on this, the tower
Oh
is
gosh, gorgeous.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have
We have a store copy. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should play it more.
We should.
Gosh.
So that's
I think
my
one of the
number
reasons
3.
we don't play right now is because we don't have it in stock. That's
Right.
like, 12 people are going to walk by the table and be like, oh, wow, what's this game? It's like, well, it's Lord of the Rings, but
We should be
you
getting
can't
it
have
soon, right?
hopefully in the new year.
All right, that's my number 3.
Oh, man, that was a great one. I completely forgot about that one.
Oh, what? I thought it was gonna be your number 1.
It should be. It's fantastic. All right. Well, my number 2 is Trio.
Trio. Okay.
Yeah, a game that honestly is probably the game we played the most this year.
Yeah.
Because we played it with everybody.
Yep.
Everybody. We've practically gone out into the road while people were parked in their cars at the red light and played with them. I mean,
Still
it's
trying to get those bomber jackets
That's right. That's right. One day.
someday.
But Trio, we've described it 1,000 times, so I won't go into depth. But basically, it's Go Fish with a little bit of extra complications.
Yeah.
And inevitably, people are laughing. CJ and I are always kind of beating up on each other, and that always makes me laugh. So, even if I'm losing at the same time. That's my number 2.
Great pick.
Yeah.
All right, Cole, number 2.
Yeah, so my number 2, convenient that I've mentioned previously that I'm a sucker for a good 2-player game, and that this is yet another 2-player game on my list at number 2. It was actually my 4th most anticipated for 2025. It is a second edition or Pantheon edition, if you will, of a game that I very much enjoy. But my number 2 for me has to be Santorini, the Pantheon edition. I mean, I thought the original Santorini was great, and I was like, I don't know what more you can do with this. And like, this is already a beautiful production, but they found a way to make it even prettier. They went through all the gods and heroes that were available and balanced them. They did like a ton of like playtesting and all that, and they balanced them and added even more now. And if you've got everything, you've got 100 gods and heroes that you can mix and match between, that you can have like the amount of replayability is just through the roof. And yeah, it's a great game, and matchups can take as quick as say 5 minutes, or they can draw it a little longer, maybe like 15-20 minutes depending on the matchup. But yeah, it's great. And like I've described, every time people ask, I consider it an island game for me. That if I'm stuck on an island and I can only have one game with me, what's it going to be? It's going to be this. Just
You wouldn't take a solo game?
Yeah.
Who's on this island with you playing Santorini?
Who are you playing? Wilson?
Wilson!
I mean,
Probably the only person that could be Cole is
forcing
Cole.
to play Santorini on a desert island.
I mean, you say a poor soul. I say somebody who's glad that we have something to keep us from losing our sanity with. But okay.
Does this person ever get to win?
I mean, look, I never purported to actually be good at the
Oh,
game.
okay. Well, I mean,
I just very much enjoy it.
that's fair.
All right.
Cool.
All right. My number 2 is also a 2-player game. Toy Battle. What do you think I was going to say?
I was thinking of, was it the Iliad?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If I played it more, I think.
Yeah, that's fair. You just got it
Yeah.
like a month ago. Yeah.
And Toy Battle is such a cool little game. It's very quick, very fast. That's the kind of games I like. There's ones that are kind of quick to get to the table to play because I don't have a lot of time at home. I think about games that I'll play with Mary when I think about like the best games I could play. But there's so much replayability with this. It's very fun, little tactical, kind of a war game-esque. You're just putting tokens across the battlefield. They just have to connect to your battlefield. You're putting them on top of your opponents. They all have different abilities, like make your opponent discard one, or you draw a token, or play another token. There's 8 maps, and the maps have different abilities too. Certain spaces do different things throughout the game. It's just got, I think it's just a ton of replayability for such a small little game. It's a fantastic 2-player game.
You know, I do want to play it again.
Yeah.
I think maybe I just had a couple bad experiences with you. Like so many
Oh my.
game experiences.
Anyway. All right, let's see.
All right.
Should we try and guess everybody's number 1?
Yeah, let's do it.
All
What
right.
do you think Cole's gonna have?
Well, I know yours is.
What's mine?
Flip 7.
Oh, okay. Well, what's
Cole's is
Cole's?
Galactic Cruise.
Oh,
It has to be. I
man.
haven't talked about it yet.
yeah, that's fair. He really loves that one too. Gosh, man, what do I see you playing all the time?
Would Slay the Spire count?
I mean,
Was
I don't
that
think
this
he's.
year?
It was this year. I don't think he's
No, it
played
wasn't.
it enough.
Liz
What?
Powers last year.
Well, I mean, you've played it for the first time this year, didn't you?
Nope. I
Okay, then-
kickstarted it.
Oh,
Then-
okay.
then
all right,
it's
well, then
definitely not
Slay
the-
the Spire.
No, it's
I don't think it would be Vantage. I don't think you had that good of a time with Vantage. I mean, I know you had a good time, but I would be surprised it's not on the list at all, though. But I don't know.
Yeah, if he didn't say it already, then
I don't think you enjoy Flip 7 as much as I do. Did you say Trio yet? I don't think. I think yours is probably a more complicated game.
I think it is Vantage.
You think it's Vantage?
I guess we'll have to see. Go ahead, Mark. What is your number one?
My number one has already been said. It is, in fact, Flip 7. There has been a lot going on this year. And so I really enjoy the thick games like Cole. But so often I just have an hour here or an hour there because I'm running around doing something else. And so I've kind of taken a back seat to the games that I really, really have that, super passion for. The ones that, take 5 hours to play. And so this year I've really gotten to the benefit to try a lot of these lighter games that play in an hour or less time. And it's like, wow, I might not have, picked that up necessarily. But yeah, so this year is great for that. So Flip 7, definitely, it's kind of like blackjack in a manner of speaking. You can bust if you get two of the same value card. The cards are valued from 0 to 12. I don't know why there's a 0 in
6
there.
to 7.
Okay.
Well, now you're just doing it
That's that- yeah,
intentionally.
you
That's
on
on you at
purpose,
that
yeah.
point, sir.
I know we described it in depth. Really just a great, light, fun party game. I would take it to play with my family. I would take it to play with the guys, after, playing a 5-hour intense game. Well, let's just relax and laugh with some Flip 7.
Yeah.
So I think that's the one I've really gotten to enjoy the most this year and just had fun. Laugh. I mean, God, I've laughed at Ben busting. I don't think I've seen anyone bust on round 2 as much as Ben has. So that's made me smile. Thank you, Ben. Your suffering has brought me joy. I
That's
kid.
what we call Schadenfreude, sir.
So that's my number one.
So, before I confirm whether or not they guessed my number one correctly,
We did.
if I may, if you were paying attention, some of the things that were on my top 10 for this year were some of my most anticipated. But you'll notice that I haven't mentioned what my number one or number two most anticipated games for the year were. And you're probably thinking, is one of them number one? And unfortunately, it's not, because my most anticipated things for this year didn't actually come out this year, so they're going to be on next year's list, I guess. But you were correct. My number one game for the year was Galactic Cruise. Yeah, if you want to do your little sound, do your little sound.
Was it the applause here?
Yeah.
That's really right.
I remember seeing this last year when it was on crowdfunding, and I just wasn't by all accounts, it looked like it was going to be a fantastic game, and I just wasn't in the best position to drop the however much money it was to get everything at the time. And then I debated whether or not I would get a demo at PAX Unplugged. I think I walked by, but I didn't actually get to go to PAX Unplugged last year. That's right. But yeah, Isaac, a friend of mine, got a demo last year, and then this year at Gen Con. I thought it was last year. My timeline was mixed up, but this year they were at Gen Con, and they picked up a copy of the game there, and then they brought it back, and then I actually got to play it, and it was amazing. If you're familiar with the designer Vinyl Lacerda, this felt very much like one of his games. It had the same artist, Ian O'Toole, which I love the artwork that he does, and the iconography in this game was just fantastic. But it's this really great game that it's part worker placement, part trying to build ships and send people on cruises, if you will. It's like, hey, you're taking a cruise in space, and it's like maybe you're watching a movie in space, or you're at a spa or shopping or at a board game convention in a rocket ship in space. It's fantastic. It's crunchy. It takes a while, but it's well worth it. It's great. I've got everything for it so far, and I'm probably going to be picking up the new achievements expansion when it comes out next year.
I really want to play this one.
I would love to.
I just haven't had a chance yet.
I would love to teach either of you, but finding the time is going to be the
spare
issue.
3 hours to play.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, maybe what we need to do at the first podcast of 2026 is a top 10 games we want to play this year that have already been released. And then we can do, like, you can do Etherstone, because obviously, that's on their Earth, obviously, so maybe that's what we
that's
do.
a good one.
Yeah.
All right, my number one.
Oh, man.
You did guess it. It is Vantage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, it
Where's
was...
our applause, sir?
What do you mean? Huge. Oh, here you go. Pity applause.
Pity applause.
And then a
That's
little
rough.
bit of...
Cold.
You also hit all the buttons.
To those of you listening,
Oh,
apologies.
sorry about that last one.
Pure
That
chaos.
turned it off.
Oh,
Oops. But yeah, Vantage was probably the most unique gaming experience I had this year. I picked it up at Gen Con and I played it that night in the Airbnb by myself. But it's a great solo game. So I was sitting there learning it. I'm going through all the cards. I'm going through the objectives and the quests that I had. I'm finding creatures and trinkets and all kinds of stuff. It's like a little adventure in a box. And every time I played it has been different. And I always want to play a different character. And like the first time I played it as the blue character, which is the move. So it's a lot of like movement actions. So I focused on that. I was like, where is this going to take me? And then I played once I played the red one, which is like aggression and doing like more aggressive actions, not necessarily fighting and mean spirit stuff, but just the more aggressive things. And I played straight through that. But then sometimes when you do that, it'll lead you into other things. So I was like, I'm just gonna do the red action every single time. But I was getting stuff that would help me do yellow actions instead. It's very, very cool. The first person board game, which what a weird sentence. But it is. I mean, every card you see it from your perspective. And I like in the multiplayer games, you don't just show everybody what you've got. You have to describe what you're seeing and what you would do. And I like that it's a no fail game. No matter what you do, you're not going to fail. It's just how much effort did you put into it, and how long did it take you to do it, really.
Yeah.
So it was very, very unique, and man, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's almost like you think about like an RPG. It's more about the story and the journey there.
Yeah.
So.
And I mean, like role playing games, I'd like to get into those. So this felt like a little role playing game in a box.
Yeah.
So.
And maybe we should get in the role playing games.
Yeah. All right, that is our top 10
Number
games of
10.
2025.
Oh yeah.
All right, we have some time. It looks like. How long does it take us to get there?
It'll probably take us about 10 minutes to get there. I do want to load the truck up with games and the
Okay.
crokinole boards.
So
if we could leave by like 5:40 or call it quits 5:40, so we have like 18
So we
minutes.
are definitely not doing board game 20 questions today because you guys not great at that.
Stink. at
Not
it.
great at doing it quickly, I'll say.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I'll go through a couple of the questions we had. So we had Matt Ogg asked us on our last YouTube video, if you had to remove one board game theme, mechanism, or IP from the hobby, what would you choose to get rid of?
That's tough because it would have been trick taking.
Oh, yeah.
But this year's changed it. Like it's actually a contender.
It might have been because it's like, I don't know what that is. I don't care, whatever.
Like,
Like,
okay,
trick
whatever.
taking is one of my
Maybe
favorite things.
Yeah, I know.
Man, I can't. Theme? I don't know. It's tough. Like, this is a cop-out answer, but I wouldn't want to take anything away because there is something for everybody.
Yeah.
It's like, there's nothing that I hate enough to where I wouldn't want it to exist for the people that do like it.
Well, what if it was just one that you could do without?
Well, I mean, I
Maybe we
can. I
phrase
can
it.
just do without, I guess. But
Yeah.
I don't know what I would get rid of. IP? What am I tired of seeing? Is there an IP that we're sick of seeing?
We're never sick of Star Wars or Lord
Yeah,
of the Rings.
those just keep them
Just
coming.
keep them coming.
Ah, Warhammer.
Mm. And you're not gonna like my answer.
The
Oh
pitchfork.
no! What
What's
is your answer?
I mean, my answer would. I mean, again, I'm in the same vein as you. It's like I don't necessarily hate anything so much as to think that it shouldn't exist. There is something for everyone. But if you're telling me personally, like if I had to remove an IP, it's like, okay, I can never play games based on this IP ever again or anything like that. For me, it's just got to be Lord of the Rings. I just don't share the same affinity for the IP that everyone else does. I mean,
mute
you
him?
you can mute my mic. I
You
don't care.
peasant.
Look, growing up, I was never
It's fair.
big into fantasy. My parents certainly weren't big into fantasy either. I never gravitated towards the series. I was never shown the movies, if you will. And by the time I was old enough to decide if I want to watch them for myself, I just never really felt an interest.
I wonder if there's games that Cole would have played had they just not been Lord of the Rings themes. Like would he have? Like, I mean, Fan of the Fellowship. I mean, that's just Pandemic.
I mean, he
likes
loves
Pandemic.
Pandemic. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got like a
So-
decked out copy of that.
Yes.
The trick taking game. He likes trick taking games. He played that with us.
He's played it with us.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll play it, but I mean,
It just has no
He's like Legolas and Gimli. Who cares?
Yeah. losers.
I don't care if the king gets his throne back. Let Gollum rule over the lands.
I don't know. I don't think there's. I can't think of anything that I would like get rid of. And there's no mechanics that I don't really like.
Aether Drift.
Oh my god. Yeah, no more Aether Drift. Let's cut that one out.
Oh gosh.
All right, The Man of Dew, which I believe has been good.
Oh snap.
Yes.
What is your favorite genre of board game? Do you like engine builders, thinky crunchy games, party games, abstract, etc.? I mean, I'm in the year of trick taking games.
I know.
I'm all about them.
Yeah.
That's going to be one of my videos coming up where I talk about all the trick taking games I played.
Yeah.
I mean, I just played Origin Story.
Oh yeah.
That
That's
game
a great
was
one.
fantastic.
Yeah. Yep.
God, the other
That
those Lord of the
shocked
Rings
me how
ones.
good that one was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was I think I came in dead last, but I was like, okay, now that I know how to play,
Yeah.
I'd probably come in second to last. Next
I was
game.
looking at All Play's website yesterday. A lot of the game, like Bacon, is a trick taking game.
Is it?
Yeah.
Huh.
I had no idea.
Interesting. Yeah.
Like I'm
no
gonna have to
idea.
buy. I'm gonna have to buy Bacon and play it now.
Yeah. Well, we got in the store.
So yeah, trick taking would probably be my favorite at the moment. It'll change.
Gosh, I think I'm still caught up in engine builders. Like I love Earth. I've gotten to play, Earth. What would you consider Aether Drift or not Aether Drift? Sorry. Ugh. 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 You cat vomiting noise.
Etherstone. I
thank
mean,
you.
that's. I mean,
Is
part
that
of it's card
deck building?
drafting.
Card drafting. Almost like deck building in a way, because you're
I mean,
maybe not quite.
sort of, but the building is it's like I mean, it's no different than as if you were doing a draft for like Star Wars
Right.
kind of a thing.
Yeah, that's fair. I do like the draft elements. So yeah. What about you, Cole?
Worker placement.
I
Oh
mean,
God, yeah.
I mean that's certainly high up there. I do enjoy a lot of the crunchier games, like some of the like the point salad Euros and like games where like you have multi-use cards and things like that. I mean, but yeah, I mean, I would say worker placement is high among them. Some of my favorite games are worker placement, like Darwin's Journey is a great example. I mean, Galactic Cruise has elements of worker placement, as does Lost Ruins of Arnak. I mean, Architects and Paladins of the West Kingdom have elements of worker placement.
Deck building games I like deck building games a lot too.
Yeah.
Cole, is there any trick taking deck building games? Is there one that you can think of? Because they should do that.
I'm sure that's on the docket for 2026.
It's gonna be an all plays.
It'll be Knizia. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Knizia.
All right, he's watching this like, damn it. How did they know?
We got a dartboard. It was same as he does, actually. What game will I decide next? What will be involved? That's how he does everything.
I don't know off the top of my head. A friend recently was describing a game to me that maybe sounded like what you were thinking of. I'll double check when the podcast is over.
All right. So Ben texted me. He texted me a lot about the podcast. He loves it. He's like our number one listener.
Oh, man.
This is Ben Cobb.
Yeah, I know. He never texts me. Oh, he did say he's going to be at the Silent Horse tonight.
Oh, nice, sweet.
Yeah.
So he had a question. He said a question or topic. So if you think it's a full-on topic, we can just stop and do
Yeah.
that later. He said, what game has your favorite or coolest aesthetic?
Aesthetic. So, like, visually.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna pick leader games. I love the artwork that Kyle Fern does.
That's Root.
Root,
Right?
Root,
and
Arcs,
yeah.
Ahoy. Oh God, there's Oath and what is the God
Fort?
that one? No, Fort 2. The other one, the dungeon crawling one.
Wasn't that Oath?
No, that's the legacy game. It's another 4-letter word. They all are.
I mean, you said Root, you said Ahoy, you said.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I'm gonna kick myself for not.
You should. I'll kick you if you want.
No,
It's not
thanks.
Arc. I know that. You
It
said that.
is. God, it's their
4-letter
first
words.
one. It's like. You guys keep talking while I find it. But yeah,
Okay.
that whole visual. I love his artwork.
Yeah.
So
Gosh, this is its own podcast because artwork in games, I think society is sleeping on a second Renaissance period, right? I would argue that we've probably seen an explosion of artwork.
oh yeah, you told
Like-
me long ago you wanted to do a
Yeah.
whole thing. Vast.
Fast. Never heard of it.
Vast.
Never heard of it.
The purple one.
There it is.
Oh, okay, purple.
Yeah, a
Gotcha.
lot of cool stuff. We should get over that.
So it's hard for me to pick just one because there's so many fantastic artists and whatnot. But Foundations of Rome, I think,
Oh, yeah.
aesthetically to me is just because it's orderly and it's just beautiful. I love the orderly. There's a painting that I think it's View of an Ideal City actually. And it's basically 3D perspective of a city, and all the lines are straight. And for somebody who's got OCD, it's just gorgeous painting. And Foundations of Rome is a lot of straight lines and boxes, and it's just I like it. I don't know.
It's a good
I have a
one.
problem. Should
I
probably
like-
take medication.
I like Arnak's aesthetic too.
Yeah.
The whole Indiana Jones-esque kind of thing.
You know whose aesthetic I don't like actually, even though I love the game, Clank. I judged that game by its cover,
Right.
and wasn't playing it because I was like, this is just like, it's just so busy, and it's just maybe I couldn't quite. You've really got to stop and look at it and say, all right, well, there's little adventures, and then that's actually a dragon, and it's just.
Know what Mary's answer is for one that she doesn't like? Vindication.
Vindication.
Or was it Unsettled? Which
It was
one was
Unsettled.
Unsettled?
It was
Is the
Unsettled that
ugly
she didn't
one.
like us. Yeah. I mean, Unsettled doesn't have really any art. It's just colors on the outside.
That's just colors.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I could see
I'm
that.
sure it's a great game.
Oh, well, look, I actually opened it up and started reading the rules.
I saw that.
It's going to have to be a 2026 thing, unfortunately, though, I think. Well, they'll be on that list. Top 10 games I want to play in 2026.
Any thoughts, Cole? Got 2 more questions.
Yeah, I would say for me, like if we're talking like aesthetics and to some extension artwork, I mean, I would say like I agree with you. Foundations of Rome is a solid choice. I mean, it's got a great table presence. It looks phenomenal. For me, I would put Santorini very high on that list. I mean, with the 3D building blocks and everything, and it being if you've got the Pantheon Collector's Edition with the Lazy Susan, I mean, it's just again fantastic table presence there. I mean, I very much appreciate the special edition of Castles of Burgundy. I mean, they did a fantastic job with that. That's got a good table presence between the player boards and the neoprene mats and the minis, if you've got any of the minis. But even just the acrylic tiles, that's fantastic. I mean, I love the artwork in Darwin's Journey. Like you said, Lost Ruins of Arnak has a good aesthetic if you're into the Indiana Jones sort of a thing. Yeah, I think if we're looking at just pure artwork, I think Radlands is a great 2-player game with some really fantastic artwork.
Yeah,
It's got
that's
a very like Wasteland-esque Mad Max style artwork that is just really good.
Top 10 gorgeous board games. Yep.
All right.
2026.
We have 2 questions, but I'm going to do them in order, and I think this one's going to take up the rest of our time, so
Okay.
I'll move that last question to
All right.
next week's podcast. So this is David. He had a fun hypothetical. He says, you wake up tomorrow morning and turn on the news. The headline reads, First confirmed case of the living dead. What is your plan? Do you plan to survive with your family and go into hiding? Go on about your life and hope everything gets resolved on its own? Start recruiting friends to survive with? Basically, what are you doing if the zombie apocalypse happens?
Depends. If it's in my area, then panic. But if it's not in my area, I'm just gonna go about my day. I mean, if you're telling me the living dead cropped up in California, that's all the way out there. I don't care.
Yeah, I think my hope is that it's in Madagascar
Oh, yeah?
because it can be more or less contained.
Hmm.
That too.
I mean, let's say it's local. What are you doing?
Local. I don't know. I'm probably
Like you never thought about what happens if the world goes to the zombie apocalypse?
zombie apocalypse. I don't know. I think I team up with my immediate neighbors, and then I chop down all the trees, and I build a fortress. That's essentially what happens. Yeah, you guys can come.
That easy.
Yeah, it's super easy. I have an axe, a really sharp one.
Admittedly, I don't know what I would do. If it's that local, then I'm probably just screwed. I mean, I'm gonna.
Honestly, I am. I'm
You're
diabetic. I'm done.
Oh yeah,
What am I
I
gonna
didn't even
do?
think about that.
Right. I mean,
Gosh.
my first thing is I'm running to the pharmacy and seeing if I can get
Yeah.
whatever insulin they have there.
Wow.
I mean,
Well-
I'm only going to last so long. So that dries up
That's
to
rough.
whatever I can get my hands on.
I mean,
So-
how bad and aggressive is this Living Dead situation? I mean, are they like slow moving zombies that are like?
I mean, does that matter? Look at The Walking Dead. There's slow moving
See,
zombies, and then
The
the
Walking
world
Dead
is over.
frustrated me so much because if the zombies are that slow, there's no reason for
You
it.
say that.
Okay.
But like millions of them?
No reason.
Really?
Absolutely no reason.
You're telling me if you were okay?
Also, how does it just like this is a first confirmed case? So like we're at the very beginning, the precipice of it all. Like I mean, it very much matters what type it is. Like how did the first case happen? Like was it a lab accident or was it like something viral in the air? Like what the hell?
Knowing humanity, people would rush for the supermarkets.
Yeah.
All right. It would be pure chaos.
Mm-hmm.
So I suppose I would also have to make sure that I have food as well.
Right.
Right. So that's the tough part. So I think out of necessity, I would have to do what everybody else would do.
We kind of lived through it. Like,
We
look at
did,
COVID,
right? Look
you
at
know?
the toilet paper situation.
Yeah.
There, I keep, okay, with a family of 7, I keep a small supermarket's worth of toilet paper in our house at any given time.
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't want a dirty bum. Okay. Run out of food, run out of everything else. As long as my bum is clean, I'll be all right. Can make it.
Get a bidet, it'll
Yeah,
last
you know what?
longer.
That's exactly.
Until the water shuts off.
Yeah, exactly.
No more power.
Thank you.
What are you gonna
Well,
do?
I mean,
that,
look, if
although-
you're at that point, you've got bigger problems than whether or not your bum's clean. I mean, come on.
I don't know. It's a big problem for me. Something that scares me a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, well, so it's funny. I love the garden, so I have fruit trees. Now the problem is it's wintertime, right?
Right. This happens now.
I know, but this is terrible.
That's
There's only so far.
just head south.
Pop south.
Just keep heading south.
I'll go to Madagascar. There it is.
You'll go to
I'll
Madagascar.
go to Madagascar.
Yeah.
That's right. There.
How would you even get there?
I don't know. Boat, small little rowboats.
Small little rowboat.
Yeah. All right. Is there another question, or was that the question?
No, we can do one more.
We have one more.
All right. GP asked us, what are some cool board games based on a video game? Similar to the movie question. Video game board games.
Interesting.
So, I mean, there's Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
Fantastic
Stardew
board
Valley.
game based on a video game.
Oh yeah.
There's last week's 20 questions that you guys were not able to get. Was the Skyrim board game. That is an awesome game.
Yeah.
Its companion, the Elder Scrolls one from Chip Theory.
Okay.
There's a Gears of War board game,
Really.
which I have. I wanna
Slay the
play it.
Spire.
Slay the Spire.
Don't forget about Slay the
Fantastic.
Spire. Yeah.
Halo.
Oh, there is a Halo game. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're a big fan of Halo.
God, there's a ton actually.
Valheim.
Oh yeah, we should be able to get that soon.
I believe so. Yeah. Yeah. Who is that? Is that Asmodee? I don't know.
It is.
Check.
Asmodee,
Is
I
it
think.
really?
I think so.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
a World of Warcraft pandemic game.
Yes. Oh, I heard talking about a new miniatures game for StarCraft.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Can't
Scotty talked about that.
wait.
It's
Yeah.
coming,
Scotty he's interested, so if we can get
yeah,
it, he wants
come,
us to get
should be
that.
coming next year.
Okay. Yeah. Gosh, I grew up on StarCraft, Warcraft.
There's a Last of Us board game. I have that.
Okay.
God of War board game is coming out soon.
Okay.
God, a lot of my board games are based on video games.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I know there's more.
There's definitely more.
There's probably a lot. I mean, I don't know if it's any good, and I don't think you can even get it anymore just because of all the behind the scenes decisions that happen around all this. But I know there's one based on Rainbow Six Siege.
There is. There's a Call of Duty one coming out too.
that-
Maybe. I think that's having some troubles. It's from Arcane Wonders.
I think
Arcane
you would have better
Wonders.
luck with that one. I just know that the company behind the Rainbow Six Siege game,
I think that came out. Did it come out? It was definitely in crowdfunding.
yes, but
Man,
I think not
crowdfunding
everyone
is-
got everything they crowdfunded.
Ooh, it's rough.
Yeah, that's a whole podcast video in and of itself. The dangers of crowdfunding.
Yeah.
Oof, man. Because even like you can buy from a reputable company like Simon.
Oh my
And then
god, I
still
know.
run
I've
into-
got like 4 projects from them that are in limbo right now.
Oh man,
It's like
it's just crazy. It's like you don't even know who to trust anymore. It's crazy.
there's a Fallout board game that I've heard is good. I haven't got. Well, Breton didn't like it, but
Mm.
I think he had a bad experience. I think it's still a good game.
Okay.
They need to do a BioShock game, a good one.
Yeah.
BioShock is cool.
Miles would love that if they
Yeah.
did.
They did make one, but it's apparently awful.
Oh, okay. Isn't there Through the Ages? Isn't that a board game based off of like Civilization? Isn't it called Civilization Through
Well,
the
there is a
Ages?
Civilization board game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
through the ages. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's based off of. I mean, is it based off the video game or is it kind of its own thing?
I don't fully know, but I feel like it is Civilization, the board game.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Civilization is one I enjoy. So.
All right.
All right, guys,
That
that's
is
us
all
for
the
time.
questions we had. Wow, we did it.
Made it.
We made it.
Hopefully, sound recorded.
The sound recorded. Yeah, it did. Okay, it did.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. We will see you next week with another topic, which we will decide probably the day of.
That's how we roll, folks. Last minute.
That's right.
Play more games.
There it is.
There it is.